Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Last time, we entered Bleak Falls Barrow, we fought our way through, I wouldn't say hordes of the undead, but a decent number of the undead. And today, we are going to continue through Bleak Falls Barrow. We're most of the way to the end, but I decided to cut it off so that this video didn't end up going on for too long. We can pass by those giant swinging axe blade things in the pendulum style. And ow! Alright, that was rude. Alright, how about you don't do that? We can pass through those giant axe blades. We can come in here and we can be faced with a axe blade of a different variety. I guess that was a mace, that wasn't really an axe. So there's some more undead in here. They're gonna start crawling out of the coffins. They're patrolling up above, that sort of thing. Some more oil on the floor. If I can bait you into like following me into a place that would be a little bit unfortunate, I can take you down without really having to spend any effort there. Let's see. Was there anything back here? That is a potion of resist cold, which can be useful if you are on the receiving end of a cold spell. Let's see. I know that there's a level up available game. I've been saving that for other things. Anything in here? Gold? No. All right. Let's see. I think there's another one. Yeah, I see the red dot of aggression up there. Destruction's going to increase. We can go and set you on fire. That's going to go and make quick work of you. And I think that's the I think that was the last one of the Draugr in this immediate vicinity. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing is I haven't been going and actually using those torches. Let me go favorite the torch. Actually, this will expire eventually. If I have it out for long enough, it'll just run out of fuel and be gone, I suppose. But I don't know if it's worth favoriting it, because I think when it leaves your inventory, it'll be unfavorited. But while I have it, let's see. So this is, I believe, the Hall of Stories that one or two NPCs were mentioning, and this is going to be a puzzle of a different kind. So, we have some more familiar patterns. We have a keyhole, which you can insert the golden claw into, and if you just do that, nothing's going to happen because we don't have the correct combination up here. If you know what to do, then great. If you don't know what to do, then you might consider reading Arvel's journal, which basically tells you what to do. Where is the golden claw? If I go and look at this one, and can I zoom in on it? What is it? I actually can't. Alright, so it's scrolling the mouse wheel. Scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in on an item. That is going to be a bear, a bug, and an owl, I believe, are the symbols there. And if I were to just rotate these rings so that we have a bear, a bug, and an owl, I believe from memory, for this particular door, you just rotate each of them 2 times. You don't even have to really remember the combination, but that's going to be our combination. We can insert that into the keyhole. We can watch the door unlock, and it's going to work. We can watch it fall away very dramatically. Some of the ancient Nord puzzle doors, as they're known, I think if you get the combination wrong, they will actually like shoot arrows at you, booby trap style, like the one that we saw earlier. But most of them will not do that. Okay. Let's see. So if we walk up this way, we have what looks to be a bit of a fancy sort of ornate-looking area, which is perhaps maybe final boss-esque, or at least dungeon boss-esque. The final boss, I suppose, would be, you know, dragons. But let's see. We can look around a little bit. So this is going to be a chest with a steel warhammer. That's going to do a lot of damage to whatever it hits. Gold, petty soul gems. I haven't really described what soul gems do yet. Those are for enchanting. I'll get to those in due time. We've got a very suspiciously prominent sarcophagus, or coffin, whichever you prefer to call it, and also a very suspiciously prominent wall, which is going to make our head go a little bit fuzzy when we walk up to it, and it's going to make something happen. That probably wasn't important. I'm sure that we'll be figuring out what that's for in due time. So once you do talk to the word wall, the coffin's going to open. And we can see our friend, a Draugr Overlord. Great, you've got a giant axe of cold, I believe that is. Let's see, if I can get away with it. Let me go and use this. I'm going to start with the Scroll of Fireball. Ow. And I'm just gonna go and shoot a fireball at you. Alright, I was hoping that that would, like, stagger you or something. This could be a little bit difficult in that the Scroll of Fire Storm, I think, is gonna be a bigger spell, which is gonna take a bit of a wind-up time. Should I heal? I don't know. I just want to use it anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to die. Okay. Maybe I should have healed. I was hoping that I was gonna be able to get that off before you got a second swing at me, but it seems that you just hit me on the backstroke. Let me try that again. Fortunately, it shouldn't be too long of a walk until I'm able to get back there. Alright, so I'm going to try and plan this out a little bit more. So, before you get up, you're going to spend a couple of seconds, you know, standing up and getting out of your coffin. And that should give me time to actually use that spell. And that did a lot of damage. Alright, I still have my other Scroll of Fireball from before, because I didn't use it in the place where I used it earlier, before I died. But the Scroll of Fireball is going to do quite a bit of damage. And we can use that to make quick work of this guy, if you didn't use it on, for example, the Frostbite Spider. You can also just defeat it the normal way. It's got more health than some of the other enemies we've seen. It does more damage than some of the other enemies we've seen. So you've got the Dragonstone, which is what we came in here for. You've got an Ancient Nord Greatsword of Cold, which is quite a title. That's going to 5 points of frost damage to health and stamina. I might have used the potion of Resist Frost. Oh, that's right, I already did that. I might have used the potion of Resist Frost last time and been able to take those hits a little bit more gracefully, but I didn't. And, well, I died and I had to go and run back. Let's see. As per tradition, if you look behind the waterfall, and if you jump up, come on, game, making this more difficult than it has to be. If you jump up on these rocks behind the waterfall, there is actually a chest over here, which is locked. If I unlock this chest... garnet, gold, petty soul gems, silver ingot, and a gold necklace. Alright. If you really want to enchant something and possibly gain quite a lot of experience from enchanting something, the gold necklace is something you might use, and then you can sell it for a lot of money if you don't want to actually wear it yourself. Alright. Let's get out of here. I think I'm about done. I don't think there's anything else for me to do in here. So you can take your exit by going and running up these stairs. And, let's see. There should be a bit of a hidden door in the wall. You can hit the lever, open the hidden door, and we can take our leave. Coming this way, let's see, there's also going to be a drop down. So while you can, like, enter this part of the cave from somewhere else in Skyrim, you can't, like, get up here and basically skip going through the barrow because of the great jump and also because of the locked hidden door. Let me get my torch out again. I didn't actually take that out after I died. Yeah, it is a little bit brighter and easier to see when I do that, isn't it? So there's some kind of a little memorial here with some flowers and skulls and what have you. I'm going to go and just grab those flowers without regard to the feelings of whoever put them there. And we can emerge onto the side of a mountain. Alright, so this is a cave. Again, this being Skyrim, you could probably jump your way up here and, like, enter the cave from that direction. There's a random potion of the healer on the ground. Who put that there? Is that always there? That's very random. I feel like that's a bug or an oversight or an accident or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, if we drop down here, we're gonna come out sort of on the side of the on the river that we saw when we were running to Riverwood. We can see. No, thank you. You can see the marker on the compass for the Guardian Stones, and Riverwood is gonna be down the river a little bit. Let's see. If I were to come out and start running in, how about... I'm gonna go in this direction, I think. Can I go in this direction? Can I go over? I can't really go over. Alright, we're gonna go down and around then. If you really want to, you can, like, run across the river. I don't really feel like it. Is that a bear in the river? No, that was just a rock. Alright. I thought that rock was, like, bear-shaped for a minute. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna go and let's run towards this this cabin, this dark shape on the compass. I really like Skyrim's compass. I've talked about this in other videos in the past. I made a video on how you can do something like this in Game Maker. It's fairly simple. It's unobtrusive in that it doesn't take up a lot of space on the UI, but it does give you a lot of useful information. I think it's a pretty good user interface element for first and or third person games. Let's see. This is Annis's cabin, and Annis is going to be...
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble. I get so lonely out here.
I didn't mean to activate your second line of dialogue, but you're a rather innocuous NPC. If I were to go inside and look around your cabin, we could steal stuff from you, for one. And if I do that, she'll probably not be happy with us. But there's also a little basement in here. And just a little bit of very, like, tangential, like, side lores that you can come down here. You can see an alchemy lab, an enchanting table, and I believe there's going to be a note on the table. Helgi, dear, why do you hesitate? You can feel the power coursing in your blood. You have only to reach out and grasp it. Renounce the boy of yours and come live with me in the forest. My sister will be here soon. Together, we can form a proper coven, and our training will be truly complete. Alright, it's cute when people try to go and form their own witch covens. So the poor old woman living alone in the woods is indeed a witch, and that, personally, I don't think that's like that much to get worked up about. I think that's just like funny. But if you come back outside, she'll be a little bit mad that you went into her basement and figured out what she was doing, and she will start attacking you. I'm just gonna go and attack you myself. We can let's see, set you on fire, defeat you that way. Not too difficult. Let's see. Do you have anything else on you? Potion of Minor Magicka. I will take that because I think that's useful to have. And now that you're dead, I suppose you won't mind if we just return here and steal your Hagraven feathers, or steal your soul gem, or steal your death bell. It is very dark in here now that I've turned the light out. Let's see. There's also herbs, garlic, which you can use for healing if you'd like. Song of the Alchemist. That's a book. That's going to be a skill book that will, raise my alchemy level. I didn't ever end up using that level. I don't know. I guess I'll save it. There is something coming up that I'd like to save it for. Was there anything else down here? So the Apothecary's Satchel, Frost Salts, Namira's Rot, and Snowberries. Just going to take those. There is a weaker version to Frost, one of those. Anything else? Bone Meal. Alright. I should have quite a bit of that. An Enchanter's Potion, which will make enchantments that you perform slightly stronger for 60 seconds. I should have quite a bit of, oh. I wasn't sure what I was activating. I should have quite a bit of Bone Meal from just taking things off the dead bodies in the barrow, but I won't say no to free alchemy ingredients. They are, again, quite light, and they don't take up a lot of inventory space. I'm using the word space here in the abstract sense. It's not like you have to physically manage your inventory and inventory Tetris Resident Evil style or anything like that, but it's space as in that, like, if you exceed your carry weight, you'll walk slower, you won't be able to run, you won't be able to fast travel. It's generally pretty annoying. I'm actually starting to get up there in the carry weight. I should probably sell some stuff. Oh, and speaking of selling some stuff, I can turn in the Golden Claw quest, which I suppose I'll do right now.
Take care with those flames.
Yeah, I'll do my best. It is currently the middle of the night, and the Riverwood Trader is going to be closed. The Riverwood Trader is not closed. Alright, is this a 24-hour establishment? Is this, what time is it now? It is 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why Luke and Valerius are still open, but
the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
I have the Golden Claw.
You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Alright, so that's gonna be the end of that quest. You seem happy about...
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
You seem happy. I would like to go and just check your wares. I will have a bit more gold than the last time I was here, apparently. I will sell some of the junk that I don't really want. I'll keep this. I'll disenchant it when we get back to Whiterun, and then I'll talk about, like, enchanting and stuff. Ancient Nord Warhammer. Mostly I'm looking for things that take up a lot of carry weight that I don't really want to be hauling around. Longbow, Steel Battle Axe. Maybe I'll enchant that just for fun. Steel Dagger, Steel Mace, Steel Warhammer. On the apparel side, I've got the gold necklace. I might also enchant that if I have anything that I can put on it at this moment. Hide helmet that we created when we did the smithing tutorial. Iron armor, iron shield. Ring of minor archery, so bows will do more damage. Not bad. Studded imperial armor. Is that not... Okay, so I think that would be better than the armor I have, except that I did improve the imperial light armor at the workbench, so... let's see, what else is there? Food, I will not be able to sell the stolen goods, at least not without a late game perk or some other special circumstances. There are some NPCs who will just buy and sell stolen goods, fencing as it's known. But the stuff that I take without permission from Annis's cabin, for example, I can't sell here. Any other miscellaneous random junk? Not really. I might just sell the various ingots and stuff. I don't really think I plan on doing any smithing, like, for a while. Later in the game I probably will, but potions, anything useless. Frostbite Venom, don't really have any interest in that. Potion of Destruction I'll probably find a use for. Potion of Resist Cold, I'll just sell that. Berserker, probably will not be using two-handed weapons any day soon. Healer, I might have a use for that, not sure. Aversion to Fire, I'll come up with something to do with that. And Frenzy Poison, I'll just get rid of that. Alright. By the way, not just to buy stuff, but also to, not just to sell stuff, but also to buy stuff. Okay, we established that you didn't have any spells that I was interested in. Because I am a squishy wizard, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea for me to just go buy potions of healing, potions of magicka, not potions of stamina, because I don't really use a lot of that right now. Alright. So that's going to be the Riverwood Trader. That's going to be buying and selling stuff. In the future, I'll probably just edit out sections where I'm just going to go buying and selling stuff, just because it's not that interesting. It's really kind of chores, and I'm going to try and not have to really spend a lot of time doing that, like not picking up every last bit of junk that I find on the ground, as I said before, but it is necessary to do once in a while. And if I come in here towards Farengar, our quest giver,
is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text, perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now,
You have a
please stay away from me.
I found very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Ah, yes, the Jarl's protege, back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
Alright, so we've done his errand. It obviously doesn't sound like he expected us to survive that. The way that he, you didn't die, it sounded like he was just trying to get rid of us, honestly. And there's a, I forget if it's a Tumblr post or something that basically tells the story of this part of the game from Farengar's point of view, or from the Jarl's point of view anyway, which I will put on screen if I can find it. Anyway, got you the Dragonstone. What are we doing next?
Ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory. Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Alright, so that escalated. I think I'm going to not do this in this video. I will... Oh, shut up, you. I will, however, take a detour over in this direction and talk about enchanting and alchemy. I guess I'll do enchanting first, because, there's a... Well, I don't really have a reason for doing it first, other than that it was the first one that I saw. So, enchanting tables, you can take some... Yeah, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find enchantments, and you can do that by taking enchantments from items that you have found, random loot, that sort of thing. For example, the Ancient Nord Great Sword of Cold, Hide Braces of Minor Smithing. I think this is the only one that's like put in the game at a specific place on purpose, because the Draugr Overlord that you fight at the end of Bleak Falls Barrow will always have one. But the rest of these I think were random loot from treasure chests and that stuff, and I can destroy them to learn its effects and basically add its enchantment to my inventory of enchantments. Let's see, you will get quite a bit of experience for doing this. I don't know why you get so much experience from enchanting. It really is a little bit on the overpowered side. I have gotten multiple levels of enchanting just from doing that without even actually enchanting anything. Once you've learned something, you can, alright, I've got one soul gem with something in it. That is a petty soul gem filled with a petty soul. I'll get to that in a minute, but I can take, for example, an Ancient Nord bow, and I can put the frost damage enchantment on it. No. I can take something else, for example, the gold necklace, and I can put Fortify Archery, Fortify Restoration, Fortify Smithing on it. Generally, damage-related enchantments will go on the weapons, so, like, fire damage, ice damage, that kind of thing. And the, like, skill-related enchantments, like Fortify a skill, or resistance to a particular type of damage, like resistance to fire, resistance to shock or something, will go on your armor. And there's different classes of equipment that can take different enchantments. I won't get into all of them now. But I guess to shout out the gold necklace earlier, we can throw Fortify Archery on the gold necklace. We have our soul gem. We can enchant our item. And now we're going to get...
Keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
Thanks, I guess. We're going to have in our inventory a gold necklace, which allows us to do 1% more damage with bows. which isn't a lot. There's ways that you can definitely increase your enchanting level. Different soul gems that we've been picking up. So you can soul trap enemies by casting a spell on them, or sometimes by through other means. And you can trap their souls in a soul gem when they die. Smaller creatures like skeevers and wolves their souls will be like on the smaller side, a petty soul or a lesser soul. Whereas bigger creatures like giants or humanoid characters, you soul trap them and they'll be a grand soul. And the smaller souls produce weaker enchantments. The larger souls produce stronger enchantments, as you might expect. And if I go and talk to the wizard, what have you got for sale? I can buy soul gems from you. Some filled, some empty. The filled ones are going to be quite expensive. I can buy spell books from you, which is really, if you want to buy spells, this is probably where you'd go. Let me go buy two things. I'm going to buy Conjure Flame Atronach, which is going to be a conjuration spell, which basically summons a helper to fight alongside you. And I'm also going to go buy the Soul Trap spell, which is also a conjuration spell. That is a spell which you can cast on enemies which you wish to soul trap, if you want to fill their souls. I'm not going to buy any of these. I should have a couple of empty soul gems, at least petty soul gems, which I can fill. Conjuration, you can level conjuration basically by using the spells in combat like everything else. Summoning things, raising corpses, soul trapping things. You do not have any potions for me, and I would actually like potions. So if you could move aside.
You should join the Mages College in Winter.
Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to go, before I actually talk to the enchanting table, I'm going to go through all my items that I picked up, all my potion ingredients that I picked up, and I'm just going to eat them one by one, because each potion ingredient does have 4 effects. And that effect might be something like restore health or damage health or resistance to this or that, restore stamina, things that you would expect to be able to do from a potion. And they'll start out with all 4 of the effects being unknown. You can learn one of them by eating. There are level up perks that allow you to learn more than one effects of an item by eating. And when you create a potion, you combine ingredients, and ingredients that have common effects will craft a potion of that effect. And it is possible to have potions that have multiple effects. It is possible to just mash together random items where you don't know if they have any effects in common, and if they coincidentally turn out to have common effects, then they will still create the potion and you will learn that effect. But it's generally a little bit easier, and I've got like a bunch of effects on me at once from doing all that. Resist magic, damage magicka, resist shock, restore magicka. A lot of them are conflicting too, so nothing really happens when you just eat random stuff, although it is funny to watch like 50 effects go off at once. Anyway, here we are at the alchemy lab, and if I wanted to create a potion of, for example, restore health, I could mix a blue mountain flower and a butterfly wing. That's going to give us a potion of restore health. If I want a potion of restore stamina, I can do the same. And we're also going to learn the effects of lingering damage magicka from 2 of these items. Alright. We can see that the created potion does have both of those effects. What else is there? There's damage stamina, of course. There's damage health, which is basically just like a run-of-the-mill poison. Not that powerful at this point in the game. Of course, as with many other things, you can level up your potion-making abilities. You can use items which will enhance your potion-making abilities, that kind of thing. Let's see, I've got a bunch of items up here where I don't know if they have any effects in common, so I can just select a few ones at random and craft a potion to see if they happen to share any effects, and as it turns out, they do. Okay. That is maybe not the most efficient way of learning potion effects, but it is definitely a way. You can just select things at random. Do I want to keep doing this? I don't really... I'm not really desperately feeling the need to, like, save my potion ingredients, so I might as well just mix random stuff together and see what happens at this point in the game. Again, I'm not really going to min-max stuff. I'm really just doing this because I am curious. Oh, that turned into something. Anything else? We don't know these effects. If you know that an ingredient doesn't share any effects with something else, it will be grayed out like this. So the game will keep track of things that can't go together. it will keep track of the ingredients that you know don't have any common effects. But you can still have a little bit of fun just by mixing random stuff together and seeing what happens. I've got a lot of potions that I don't really intend on using now. I should probably sell some of those. What time is it? It is 11 a.m. So all the shops should be open. So if I wanted to, I could run outside to, for example, Arcadia's Cauldron and sell some of the stuff I don't need.
My potions and ingredients.
Also, and I forget if I said this before, but if you don't feel like just scavenging ingredients from the natural world, you can go to alchemists, and they will generally sell you quite a wide selection of different potion ingredients. But that's not what I'm here for. Let me just get rid of all these things that I don't really plan on using. That is worth 1 gold. Living large here. Alright, one last thing, because I am about to go off and fight a dragon. Let me see if I can buy any potions of minor magicka, because I think I'll want some of that. Some potions of healing, if it comes down to it. We can just go and... Let's see, how many can I afford? I can afford 3 of these. Just blow all of our money on potions. Hopefully I won't actually need all of them, but... We are about to go fight a dragon, and I think it would not be a terrible idea to have some healing items. Alright. So, once I, let's see, run out in this direction. Oh, are you guys showing up already?
Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Alright, so that is going to start another side quest. I am not used to this quest kicking off now. I'm used to this quest basically starting somewhat later in the game, when you come back in a little while. But that's going to be another side quest. We will do that at a later date. And I am going to just step outside and end the video off here. So next time, we're going to go fight a dragon. It may or may not involve a lot of me dying. Hopefully not too much of me dying. It will advance the story in some interesting ways. Anyway, my name is Dragonite. This has been The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.